Before we start, I just want to say hello to my new subscribers. Merryweather Girl, hi. Jude Serge, welcome. And Paula Genzel, thank you so much for subscribing. Please pop a comment below and let me know where you're from. I always like to know where people are. I'm very nosy like that. And this video today, my friend Joanne mentioned an under the water theme, and so did Lynn. So I've got two people who have both said this would be a really cool underwater sort of project. I'm going to have a little practice with that, but I think we will do like a big underwater thing with coral and everything like that. I think that will be really cool. So today we're going to do a little bit of that. And Lynn's request was for the stem stitch, and Joanne wanted me to try the pistol stitch. Now, I quite like pistol stitch, and I have tried it before, but we will have a go at that. But I really fancy doing stem stitch because I've had an idea. Yes, I know. I've had an idea. And what I want to make for my little project here is, like they were saying, a little underwater thing. Scene. Like a little underwater scene. And I'm thinking I want to make a jellyfish with stem stitch wiggly legs. So I found this weird bit of fabric which I think could be his head, like this. I think I can put him up there. And what we're going to do is we're going to make legs, like, you know, like the tendrils that come down, and we're going to use these colours. I may have to get some thicker wool because I'm not quite sure what jellyfishes look like, so we're just going to go for it. So I'm thinking I'm going to stitch this down very quickly, and then we're going to have the legs coming out there. Now he looks like he's on a pole there, so I'm going to move him up. I'm going to put him over there. So let's try and get central so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll come a bit closer. Okay, so I've got these cottons from one of my old recycled from a charity shop thread, and these are old cross stitch patterns that I've picked up. It's a really cool way to get lots of different colours that match, which is brilliant. So first of all, we're just going to straight stitch this. Oh, I'm going through all that fabric again, aren't I? So very, very quickly, we're going to pop round the outside. But we're going to practice our stem stitch. Now, stem stitch is a really cool stitch for making letters, words, and also for like stems of stalks of flowers and things like that. Trees. You can also use it, like I'm going to do, for any sort of wavy lines that you've got. So we're just going to finish this off. Am I still in frame? I'm a bit worried. Yes. Oh, good. Oh, good. And I quite like that this has got this edge on here, because I think that looks quite cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that edge for now. And I may tuck some of my threads, some of my stem stitches underneath. Quite tempted to use some green, but I'm going to see. We're going to go with this pink colour. And it was all blue, but now it's going different colours because I don't think you can see very well if I do it in blue. So we're coming up. Let's just make sure we're in frame and not horrendously out. Okay, right, we'll stay close and then I'll come up in case I go wildly wrong. So the first stitch, right, let's do I'll go this way because I'm right-handed. All you left-handed people, go the other way. So there's two ways to do your stem stitch. Now this is the way that you can do it. You can go down, you can do it one at a time, the stitches. So you go down. I've got a knot already, so it's all going well. There we go. Oops, I've gone too far. So leave your little loop and just come up halfway between your stitch, like that. Let me just make sure you can see. So you've got a loop. You've got a loop here, and you've come up halfway underneath your stitch, okay? And you pull that through all the way. And then you come back down. I've got to go that way again, haven't I? Keep your cotton over to the side. Choose a side. I usually go left and go back down like that. Leave your loop. Okay. Come back up where your stitch went down there. Just there. Okay. Pull it up and then pull it tight. Thread over to the left. I'm tempted to go the other way again now. And remember, we're going to make this wavy. So down. There's your loop. And come back up. Sorry, I'm moving all over the place here. It's very hard to try and stay in frame while I'm doing a close-up. Okay, and come back up on that stitch there. Pull it through. And just repeat. Right, I'm going back down to the table because it's easier. So there's another way you can do this, which I find much easier. So you can stab up and down. You can go down like that. Reach underneath. Try and find your hole where your cottons come. Come back up. You can do that. And you can see that we're getting the rope. What I like to do now, I found this way to do it, is to go down and come, hold your stitch still, hold your thread to the left. Come straight back up there in that stitch, like you were doing a back stitch. And you're done. Over to the left. In, up. And this I find so much quicker than having to find your hole from the back. Now I want to change direction because obviously this is jellyfish is floating. So I'm going to go this way. And we're going to go, oops, we're stuck around everything else. Up. Down. Back up where that stitch is. Not splitting it, hopefully. And as long as you keep your thread on the left-hand side, or the right-hand side if you're left-handed. It will depend, whichever way you find it's easier. I find putting it to the left easy. So I'm presuming, tell me if I'm wrong if you're left-handed, that it'll be easier for you to go to the right. Okay. So we're going to go in, up. And that is basically stem stitch. So you can go up and down one at a time, or you can do it like this, which I find a lot quicker. And as you can see, it's making a really cool little tendril. Now, I'm thinking that this is way too thin. I don't know. I'm just thinking I may do two together and see what it looks like, because I think this is too thin. I may have to go for a thicker thread, or maybe use like 6 strands of embroidery. Okay, we're going to go I'm going to go this way. So hold it on. In. Yeah, I know. I'm a very clumsy stitcher. I don't mind. Up. Like that. And in. So that's it, basically. Stem stitch. So we're going to do a few more. I don't know how long to do this, but it's quite cool. I'm quite enjoying it. So I may just carry on. So if you want to join in or you want to practice, I'll be doing some more. I'm going to... Oh, can't get through. Can't get through. Come on. There we go. And when you finish and you think it's long enough, which I don't know. I don't think it is. I think my jellyfish head is a bit too big for my... What are they called? Tendrils? I don't know what jellyfish legs are called. I should look it up, really. I'll look it up and I'll pop it on here as a, you know, a little note in case you're interested what jellyfish legs are called. They're not legs. They're not legs because jellyfish can't stand up. So, but you know, the little wavy things under them. Help them swim along. I don't even like jellyfish. I don't like jellyfish when I'm in the water. Can't bear jellyfish touching me. When we did the kayaking and I had to go sort of roll my kayak in the water, there was loads of baby jellyfishes in there. And the lady who was teaching us said they don't bite, they don't sting or whatever it is they do. And I was like, I still don't want to go in. I don't want to. But I did. Very brave, very brave. So I'm going to finish there. And I'm just going to pop my needle through and finish it off at the back with a little knot. Quite like it. It's quite a nice little thin one, but I think you'll see the effect if I do more. Right, so I'm going to get one of these off. Start at the top. And I'm going to do it my sort of continuous way. Meow. Yeah, is that right? Do you want to do stem stitch? No, because you've got no posable thumbs, have you? Right. So we're just going to do the first stitch is slightly different. So you sort of come up, leave the loop as normal. So the first stitch you come up halfway through. She says, I do struggle to get it back through the other way. Okay, so that's your first one. And then it didn't even come out close to it, but you know, we'll manage. And then we're going to do this way because I find this so much easier. Over to the left. And off we go again. Oh, that's much better. I wonder how thick we can go. Oh, now I'm going to try experimenting. And this is my sampler, so I can experiment. I've got a knot. Well, there's a surprise. Is it one of them knots that pull out? Yes. I never know. Sometimes I think it's a knot and it just pulls out. Right, let's do a bit of a wiggle as we're going. Like that. Over to the left. Like that. So you see it makes a lovely rope. Now I'm going to try and do more of a line because you can do letters with this. You just have to keep your stitches quite close together. So I'm going to try and do more of a curve to show you what it looks like. I'm going to come right over here. I don't really want to follow the line there, so just keep your thread over on one side. Oops, you see it's gone the wrong way. Over there. And it will make that lovely rope. And you can use that. I could use that to go round the edge of this now, just to embellish it. I might use it across the top of there or something. I might put eyes on. That would be quite cool. I'm quite excited about making this. But as you can see, stem stitch, really cool little stitch. Thank you so much, Lynn, for mentioning this one. Give me a chance to redeem myself from last time when I did it wrong. But you know, I don't mind if it looks a nice stitch, I just do it. I don't think it turned out much different to this. There we go. How cool is that? I'm loving that. I don't really want to go mow the stitches, so we're going to go like that. And just keep going. Right, now we're going to go somehow over the top of this one. See, samplers don't have to be just rows and rows of things. You can make a picture. You can do what you like. It's your sampler. You're just practicing stitches. That's all. Nothing too complicated. So we're going to finish that one. So 6 strands look really cool. So I am going to do some more 6 strands. That looks really nice. What do you think? 6 strands. Went a bit bobbly over the top of that, but you know, I was expecting that. What do they call jellyfish? Is it man of war or something? Or is that something different? That just popped into my head. I just mentioned it. I can't remember now. I wonder if I could do this. Yeah, I can. So I don't need to keep going underneath. In fact, I'm not even going all the way through. I'm now just going underneath that top bit of fabric because I don't need to go all the way through. It's the same stitch. I don't need to, it's not holding anything down. This one's going to be a nice little short one, and it's just going to come out here like this. I don't know why, because I've only got a short bit of thread. As long as you keep your thread on the left hand side, oh, see, no. As if you don't, that's when it won't go round corners or bends very well. And it doesn't have the rope, it doesn't twist. So it's not quite as elegant as showing you how to do this in a hoop, but I think it's a lot more like practical. So you can actually see it being used in something. I'm going to finish this off because it's come off its needle. Okay, now we're running out, so we'll just go down and finish that off. See, I haven't even gone all the way through to the back on this, and it doesn't matter. It's not holding anything down, is it? So absolutely fine to do that. If you can't, because I'm struggling to get it through all the layers, so I'm not. Just not. We just won't bother. As you can see, I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to do some more. I've got to do some more seaweed as well. And then I might do some more coral down here. And that's what I'm thinking about doing the pistol stitches on. Sort of bits of coral. So yeah, very excited to try that one next. So that will be next time. But let's make some eyes for our jellyfish. That might be quite stiff. I think that would make really cool eyes. And then I can put a white knot in the middle. I think that would work. Right, let's do that. Just cut a piece of that. All sorts of scraps. So if I fold that in 2, I'm going to make them both the same size, which would be good. And I'm just going to cut a little circle. So I did get a comment that people were liking the longer stitching videos. So do let me know if that's the case, because sometimes they do take a long time. And I do feel like I used to skip. Now I'm doing no editing. I'm just doing the video and posting it. In fact, the last one went up when I uploaded it, and it weren't supposed to go out until to the Saturday. Oh, look at that. Right. So, I think he needs eyes. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? I like it. I think he needs to be lower down. Maybe like that. This is just so much fun. I am having a ball with this. I do hope you give this a go, because it is fun. It is so much fun. What do you think? Should we do it in this? Let's do it in this. I think I'm just going to put a French knot in the middle to hold his eye down. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to come up, hopefully somewhere near the centre of his eye. Let's get it through that bit first. Right, one at a time. One at a time, because they're both quite thick. And we're going to pop that on, like that. Just moving, weren't in frame. So, little French knot. Now, we haven't done French knots, but, oh yeah, did we? Have we done them? We have done a few. We've done a couple, I think. They're very easy. Pull your cotton up. This is a bonus with the stem stitch. And I'm going to go around a couple of times, because this isn't very thick. About 4 times, actually. And then we're going to go back through. Hold this there quite tight while we pull the needle and the thread all the way through. Let go. So there we go. So the other eye we're going to put over here. Oh, this is like just my favourite thing to do. I can't believe people want to sit and watch me do this. I'm just loving it. Okay, right. So we're going to put this one on as well now. They're not quite level, but you know, we're not fussed, are we? We're not fussed. Move back into the middle, Carol. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back down, nearly in the same place. Try and get my eyes level. There we go. Hold that still. Push it through. Pull it through. Push it, pull it. And let go. Oh, we've got a bit of thread. Come on, off you come. I like it. I'm going to find some of this pink, which is this one. And I'm going to do this with 6 strands. I'm sure this is going to look really cool when I've finished. I hope so. I hope so. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. It's just practicing. And why not? Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, came up a bit too far away there, look. So what I'm going to do, I am just... No, do you know what? I'm just going to carry on. I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed. I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to push it over to that side. And just come back up. And try and stay sort of in your limits. Yeah, I thought that had gone a bit wrong. But yeah, it's not really wrong, is it? We're just stitching. Just having a bit of a giggle. So let's go down here. Come up. Just keep your string, thread, twine whatever you're stitching with, over on that side. And we're good to go. I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming by again. And many thanks for everybody who stops and comments. I know that you all have busy lives, and I do appreciate you spending time with me, especially on this new channel, because it's lovely to see, you know, familiar faces, and it's lovely to see sort of people I didn't know. I mean, did you follow me from my old channel, or did you find me? It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting to be starting all over again. And yeah, let's see how it goes. And we didn't do the letters now, did we? I didn't do the letters. Right, hang on. So I'm just thinking how I can incorporate, how I can show you how to do letters. We may have to do that in a different video, because I think this one's quite long now. I know you want longer videos, but I think sort of 25 minutes, half an hour is probably enough. Look at that. How cool is that? I've gone a bit wrong, but I'm not worried. You know, it's not the end of the world, is it? There's more important things in life. So there we go. There's a little jellyfish. I think he's really cute. And I've left this because it looks like he's sort of bobbly. You know what I mean? He's like blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to do a few more down here just to make, and I want to do some thicker ones, so I may put another row down there. So what I'll do is say goodbye for now, and I'll catch you next time when we make some pistol, when we practice the pistol stitches, and I'll show you this bit. It'll all be finished. I may have done some more feather stitching, or seaweed stitching as I'm calling it. Happy wonky stitching, all of you. And we will see you all again, hopefully, in the next video. Bye for now, guys.